Western games are doomed? Yes, they are, and thank God they are. Holy crap, they need to wake up. They truly do. Anyway, let's get into the video.
So I'm very much a homebody,
Me too.
almost embarrassingly so. And weekends
Nah,
are
nah, I like being chronically online. I like it. No drama, no nothing. It's beautiful.
when I have the most time to dive into whatever game I'm currently playing through. Up until about 3 weeks ago, that was Clair Obscure, which, yes, I
Dude,
finally beat.
Clear
But
Obscure is
this
so good.
weekend
Mhm.
was no different. It's midnight on Friday night, and I'm working my way through Stellar Blade while my half started copy of First Berserker Kazan is staring at me from my backlog. And as I was running around Zion, something just clicked. Both of these
What
games
game is that? That actually seems nice. It seems like a gotcha game though. These are beautiful games. Like,
have super fun, fluid combat. Both
although I
have
don't know who this guy
very
is.
attractive protagonists.
Yeah, that's
Both
for sure.
nail that one more try addiction that keeps you
I could go
glued
to
to
Stellar Blade's main character all day if I wanted to. Easily. That's not even a question.
your screen, and they're both Korean made. As I realized this, it hit me. When did Korean developers quietly start dropping all these bangers? I started looking into it, and I guess this has just gone completely under my radar. But developers from China and Korea, places that historically haven't made double or triple A titles, have really been knocking it out of the park
Yep.
lately. And
They've been
obviously,
dominating.
Japan has always had their share of home runs too. But these days, with how expensive games are becoming and with how awful
That's why I don't buy
some of
much
our
games.
choices
I
are.
watch
This
them though.
really means a
Yeah.
lot. We're naturally gravitating towards the games that respect our time and money, and over the past couple years, Eastern developers have been pulling us in like a black hole. And I'm loving it. It's no secret that Elden Ring and the Soulsborne formula have inspired many of these Eastern developers, and how could they not? Elden Ring was a cultural phenomenon,
Masterpiece.
and
Yeah.
yes, I've seen gamers claim Souls like fatigue, but I think that fatigue only happens when the games are bad. So, just like what Mr. Gunn said, it's really just bad game fatigue. Here's the thing though, these Eastern developers saw the genuine love and excitement people had for this genre and thought, we can make something players will love too. Most recently, we saw this with Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Yeah, there were
That game. I like that game. I like that game. That game is beautiful.
optimization issues at launch, but you can still see that this
Yeah.
smaller team
But that's just for a lot of games. That's for a lot of games. At least it's not like Marvel Rivals where I still can't even play the game because even though I have a 4070, I still can't play it. And like I have a good i7 Intel, whatever. Still can't play the game because it's just poor optimization. At least it's not like that. So
was genuinely trying to make something they thought would resonate with players. And since launch, they've apologized, they've released patches, and they've even given away in game loot. Come on, they're obviously doing their best and
yeah, they're doing all they needed to do was just release like the optimization, like make the optimization better.
working for us. They made this game for us, the players, and they want us to enjoy it and love it.
I'm not gonna
That's the
play it.
difference.
That's for sure.
Some developers are genuinely trying to make games with us in mind, and others just aren't. And the crazy thing is that these Eastern developers haven't discovered
Lies of P was so good. Now, now, as I said before, I don't play all the games, so I only watched it, like some of it. But Watch a Piece seems so good. So did Wukong, Monkey Wukong. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude.
some secret formula. They're not doing anything new
I just
or
got no money like that.
groundbreaking. They're just
That's all.
getting back to the basics, making games that respect players and want them to have fun. So, all of this got me thinking about the state of our industry. What is happening with Western developers and how are they so far behind their Eastern counterparts? Now, before we get into the whole East versus West thing, let's be real.
I want to say already why, but I want to I want to see if she explains it or
The
not.
gaming industry is getting squeezed from every direction. We've now got credit card companies trying to censor gaming content, games
Yeah, that's
disappearing when
actually
servers
insane.
shut down, hence the Stop Killing Games initiative, rising development costs making everyone risk averse, live service pressure from investors, the prioritization of modern ideology over good gameplay, and
Yes, thank you. I am so tired of people putting politics in gaming. Listen, I don't want to play as a big ass body bitch, okay? Listen, I don't care. I don't care, bro. I don't care about your stupid rhetoric, okay? Please stop. I don't even get into politics, but please stop. I don't want to play as a big body ass bitch. Like, holy crap. Like, you need to understand that. I don't understand. Like, no one wants to play, especially when it's in like shooter like games. Most of the people that play those games are men. Do you think a guy wants to play as a big body? Tell me right now. Do you really think that? Oh yeah? If you do, you're retarded. No, no, straight up. I don't want to even hear your opinion anymore. To be honest, if you think they would rather prefer that over an attractive woman, you're just stupid. If I see an ugly character and it's a main character, for me, I don't even care if it's a good game. I'm just not playing it. Like straight up, I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it. Like, and a lot of times when it's like this Western like stuff, to try and like with do this certain narrative, spread their messaging and everything like that. The game is bad. Like almost always, the game is bad. It's so tiresome. Thank you. And I'm tired of like, people like being like, well, I don't want to say it out loud because like I don't want to hear people's opinion. I don't know. I'm tired of it. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's just so stupid. So yeah. Anyways, keep going.
Technology over good gameplay, and us just paying more than ever for games that
hmm
we don't actually own. The entire industry is getting hit from all sides. Eastern developers, Western developers, everyone's facing this
Now for that stuff that we don't own, for me, I don't have that much of a problem with. I know obviously this is very specific to me, anecdotal. I just don't have money. So I everything I do is for free. So yeah.
same stuff one
Pretty
way
much
or
at least.
another. But how
That's
these
if I'm gifted it.
developers respond is what tells you everything. When
Oh
faced
yeah,
with the
most definitely.
challenges, some developers are doubling down on actually caring about us, the players, because they understand we're the ones who can actually help them succeed, while others have just stopped listening to us entirely.
Yep.
So,
And for those that stop listening, their game just fails. It falls flat basically. It's beautiful. It's actually beautiful to see. And literally, I mean, unless if they're so successful, like over like something like Overwatch, like, and but then they have like a stalemate, which is still somewhat popular, but it's just boring for a lot of people. That's what happened with Overwatch for a long time, um, until Overwatch 2 came out. But the thing is, for those games that listen to the community, it's not even like they love the community or whatever. It might be because of that, but that's not even the main reason. It's simply because they know that's gonna make them the most money, and it does almost every time. So I don't know why other game developers just don't do it. When you prioritize your player base, your game is amazing. When you prioritize your shareholders, oh, good luck, buddy.
let's do a little dissecting of what the West has been up to. Now, be warned, it's a little bit depressing, but don't worry, we'll get through it together. And then we'll look at how Eastern developers
It's really
are truly
depressing.
here to save the day and how not all hope is lost.
hmm
Going back through gaming history, it's such a bummer because there was a time when Western AAA developers actually worked to make games with us in mind. You could truly feel that they really cared about what we wanted. Remember Assassin's Creed 2? Ubisoft spent years reconstructing Renaissance Italy with
Yeah,
historian level
Assassin's Creed actually used to
accuracy,
be really
all while
good.
giving
Yeah.
us a beloved protagonist and story that made you care about the world even more. It wasn't just for profit or to push some agenda. The
hmm
team behind the game clearly had pure love and passion for what they were making, and it was obvious that they wanted the players to enjoy it. BioWare used to obsess over connecting with players. They'd spend months, years, perfecting conversation systems and Mass Effect and Dragon Age because they understood that's how we bond with the
I
characters.
miss Mass Effect
Thousands
when it
of
was
lines
good,
of
dude. Yeah.
dialogue, branching narratives that actually mattered. It was all because they knew that's what their players would love. And Rockstar, their track record speaks for itself. GTA, Red Dead Redemption, they are making games 100% catering to the player's experience, which
hmm
is why I'm really hoping GTA 6 doesn't disappoint.
Dude, I
But
swear if GTA 6 somehow disappoints, $100. Imagine that. People just spend for $100 game unknowingly to what is actually in it, and it's something that they're trying to push a message on. Oh, bruh, outrage. Oh, I could just imagine that. Actually insane. That is the number one way to make sure your game does not succeed. because literally for the building blocks of GTA, there's so many people waiting for it, just waiting for it to come out. You have to do astronomical, stupid stuff for it to fail, basically. And that would be kind of one of the stuff that you could do. Just do some, rhetoric, put some message that people don't care about. That is a way you could do it, but I doubt they're gonna do that.
But across the board, going back
I
through gaming
seriously hope they
history,
don't do
there
that.
are so many examples of games that were made by people who wanted to bring players joy. You could
Hmm.
feel the love in every mechanic, every system, every decision.
Original Call of Duty, so good, so good. Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, so good. Now though, it's literally just a copy and paste. It's a copy and paste machine. Straight up. That is all it is. Copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. It's crazy. Actually crazy. And then the one game that and it's basically they're just like trying to pull you to Warzone because they're putting so much stuff into Warzone. It's crazy. Like why? And then the stuff with Battlefield 6, bro, I remember seeing people complaining that Battlefield 6 didn't have a battle royale. What? What are you talking about, bro? No, no, that's not what Battlefield 6 is. I'm pretty sure the Battlefield before that literally tried to do that and it failed horribly. There's a reason for that. Try to figure it out.
Western AAA gaming was in its golden age. So, what happened? Well, looking at the state of the industry right now, it's clear that so many studios have replaced respect and passion with greed, contempt, laziness, and just nonsense. They
Yeah,
started shipping broken games at full prices that continue to creep up, cramming in microtransactions and live service monetization, expecting us to pay for unfinished products, then buy the rest as DLC. They've let cultural pressure override what we actually want. Now, character designs have to go through committees that are terrified of making anyone attractive or appealing.
like why? Why? Why would again? Why would I want to play as a big ass? You know what I was gonna say. No, it's not bitch. It's whore. Why would I want to play as a big ass whore or a girl boss that looks ugly as hell? Listen, if you're gonna put a girl boss in the game, can you at least make her look extremely attractive? That's the least you can do. Okay, like at least somewhat attractive. Like please, please, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, you feel me? I'm tired of people thinking looks don't matter. No, looks matter a lot. Uh, yeah, yeah, and um, looks matter more for women too. It is how the world is. So you know,
They prioritize poorly
it's sad,
executed
but
modern
yeah,
ideologies over actual compelling narratives and characters. Everything they do
I'm
at
not
this
sad in
point is
games
for
though. That's for
what
sure.
the modern audience desires. But where are they? Where is this audience and why aren't they buying these games? I mean, just look at the lineup over the last few years. The Concord team allegedly spent well
Oh god, I'm pretty sure it was like 500, 600 million. For this game. It was beautiful. It's beautiful. You know why? You know why it failed? Because when you make something for everyone, no one likes it. That's why. That's exactly why.
over their $200 million budget just to make both a game and characters that appealed to no one. And then they shut down after 2 weeks. Dragon Age the Veilguard was in development for 10 years and is somehow still launched with insanely awkward and
Yeah, like what the hell is this thing? Looks plasticky, no? Like straight
lecture
up.
heavy dialogue in a game where
And
dialogue is
also that too.
everything. The same
Wait, what'd that just say? Non-ban Which are pronouns? I'm pretty sure that's the dialogue before this, if I remember correctly. Non-binary. I just said, I'm going to use they. Get out. The door's over there. Uh, Get out. I'm not playing your game. If I ever even saw this in a game, I don't care if it has a good story or nothing like that. I'm not playing it. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it. Um, yeah, that's it's simple as that. And I'm going to use they instead of she from now on. Nope. 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 You are not two people. Are you one of those people that have two genitalia? If so, that's pretty cool. Um, maybe you can say it for those people. Not really, because you don't have two minds inside it, like but you don't have two souls inside of you. But hey, okay, okay, buddy.
dialogue in a game where dialogue is everything. The Saints Row reboot, with over $100 million budget, completely ignored fan concerns and just steamrolled ahead to failure and
Bam.
ultimately the developer's demise. And don't even get me started on Ubisoft. Star Wars Outlaws only sold 1 million
Disrespect.
copies in its first month, despite their massive marketing spend, causing their stock to crash to a 10-year low. Then there's Assassin's Creed Shadows and
Assassin's Creed Shadows is even worse. Holy shit.
going
Oh
down.
shit.
Flop after flop with these same awful formulas, costing the company over 178 million in losses for the last year. And their
Mhm.
CEO keeps making these tone deaf comments about it all. He can't be stopped. The list goes on
Fire him.
and on. Suicide
Sorry,
Squad,
my bad. I didn't
Redfall.
mean to do that.
What's the result
Yeah,
of all
fire
of
him though.
this? Mass layoffs across the industry, studios shutting down, and these companies bring all of this upon themselves. They cut
Actually, I'm gonna go back because I didn't hear exactly what she just said.
the result of all of this. Mass layoffs across the industry, studios shutting down, and these companies bring all of this upon themselves. They cut corners, push low effort development, and chase that mythical modern audience instead of truly serving the players who are actually supposed to buy their games.
Yeah, and there will be no there's not gonna be a modern audience for these types of games because most of these types of games are made for men. You know what men like? To just play the game and not have this stupid rhetoric in their game and to actually play attractive characters. That's what men like. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, and actually have a good story and everything. I don't know how this is such a complicated thing. I don't even know, like, it's such a easy fundamental like line you have to just go by, and yet they try to like skirt it to this narrative for no reason.
Studios that have been around for decades are getting shut down left and right because they followed these awful formulas, prioritizing monetization over quality, ideology over gameplay. There has been so much money wasted. This is basically the state of Western AAA games.
Yeah.
Like I said,
If I didn't know any better, I would think it's somehow connected to what's it called? Collective shout somehow, in some way. If I didn't
depressing.
know
I
any
mean,
better,
these are supposed to be some of the best of the best. We're talking
there's
millions
no
of
way they would
dollars
do
here.
that.
Massive teams, huge historical successes, and somehow, so many of their recent titles felt like they were made by people who just didn't care,
Hmm.
or at least didn't care nearly enough. And we're at the point now where it's become so easy to recognize that disconnect and the lack of effort. I mean, you can basically tell immediately when you see a new trailer whether or not the game is gonna be a hit or a miss. Yes, still looking at you and that beautiful glistening head. But all of this brings us to good news. When you look at what's been happening in the East, the small teams of developers in China and Korea are fighting to put out double and AAA games while facing these same pressures, and so many of them are succeeding. The passion for what they do is shining through. They're fully focused on respecting their audience and giving us, the players, what we want.
Yeah, because it actually seems like they care about what they're making. You know, it actually seems like they might even play games themselves. The people that are making these games, it's actually kind of crazy. Like, it's like where did all these people go?
Fun fact, Black Myth Wukong's team spent 4 years traveling around China to 3D scan real locations out of pure love and
Dang,
authenticity. You can
that's beautiful. Wow. Okay.
feel how much they cared about the source material,
Hmm.
story, and the characters. I love that little Buddha. And they shared that passion with us at every step. And you know what? It worked. Black Myth Wukong cost around 42 million to make and has sold over 25 million copies. That's what happens when players feel like someone actually cares about them versus trying to force things on them that they don't want. Stellar Blade gave us a beautiful
She's
female
so
lead
hot.
and calculated physics for
I feel like beautiful doesn't even compare with how beautiful she actually is, though. Oh my god.
every single movement while refusing to compromise on a 60 FPS. The game launched
I really want this game. I only have the demo though, sadly. Oh,
pretty
dude.
much bug free too. That's them caring about our experience,
Mhm.
and you can feel it in every animation, and the numbers prove it. Stellar Blade hit 3 million copies sold, with 1 million copies on PC in just 3 days when it launched on Steam. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a legit accomplishment, right? A pretty protagonist and good gameplay really
Yeah.
are an unbeatable combo.
Mhm.
Another recent one is Lies of P. They took the Souls
He's basically just a hot version of it, like, a hot male character instead of
like
female
formula
character.
and crafted this haunting, twisted Pinocchio like world with such attention to detail and polish that showed genuine
Did
love
I
for
mention he's really hot? Hey, that's kind of interesting.
both the fairy
My bad.
tale and the players who love this genre. The market responded, and Lies of P sold over 3 million copies, hitting 1 million in its first month alone. And this also just gives me a chance to say, Eastern developers across the board are not afraid of making games that look good. Attractive, beautiful characters that aren't trying to check boxes, but are just trying to draw the player in and add to their experience and enjoyment. No intentional
Because they're not into all this stupid messaging and like rhetoric and stuff. They're not into they just make what their actual audience wants. It's beautiful. It's truly beautiful.
nerfing of their looks, no agendas, no ulterior motives, no nonsense.
Mhm.
Just good looking, pretty, attractive characters and designs. And I've
Yeah.
said this before, but I don't understand why this is so hard for Western developers. Stop making your characters less attractive on purpose. But
Exactly. Some people literally are like, "Oh, we're not doing it on purpose. She was actually just like in the caves, and so that's why she looks less ugly because like her makeup and everything. Like she can't wear makeup. It's like it's a game. It's a game, buddy. There's no excuse to make a character less attractive because you wanna make it somehow quote unquote realistic or whatever, even though it's not even realistic to begin with. It's a fantasy world. It's supposed to be a game for a reason. It's not real life, buddy. Wake up, smell the flowers, please. Thank you. Like, fuck, fuck.
getting back on track, are all of these Eastern games perfect? No.
No,
I had the
but I guarantee it's a lot better than it's a lot better than Western games.
occasional frustrations with Black Myth's hitboxes, and I wouldn't say Stellar Blade's story is my absolute favorite, but here's the thing. They are trying.
Hmm.
Just like with what I was saying earlier with Wu Chang, they're clearly trying. They're at least putting in the effort, and you can easily see
But
that
there's gonna
these
be a sequel to
developers are
Stellar Blade?
working to
Oh
make
shoot.
something they hope will love. The genuine care still comes through, even if the execution isn't always perfect. Yes, we want to get our money's worth and don't want to buy broken things, but from what I've seen across the internet, we're not expecting perfection, even at the AAA level. If you
Yeah.
can see that the developer is valuing and respecting us, we're genuinely
I mean, come on, Bethesda like fails at the start at the like almost every single game they release. So I mean like optimization, everything wise.
pretty forgiving, right? And it's clear that these developers are at least attempting to do that and serve their audience well, even when they don't nail every single thing. The total gap and difference between the approach to development between Eastern and Western devs is just so massive at this point. It's almost like they're going in complete opposite directions of each other. One is obviously right, and the other thinks they're right while blindly charging ahead into the fire. And since we're talking about developers serving their audience, I feel like I can't make this video without at least mentioning that there are still some incredible Western indies who are fighting the good fight. Claire Obscure with Sandfall Interactive
I really want to play this game. I saw this game. Oh my gosh. As I said, Clay Obscure, yeah, really good game. Yeah.
pouring love into every story beat, accompanied by great gameplay, sold over 3 million copies, and now they're having meetings with Square Enix. I'm not a card girl, but Balatro was made by one person over 2.5 years and sold over 5 million copies, finding real
Damn.
success with its audience. Animal Well spent 7 years in development to create a highly praised Metroidvania that, during launch month, outsold every first-party Nintendo game on the Switch's eShop. Great
Damn.
job. And another Crab's Treasure, the Souls-like from Aggro Crab, reached 500,000 copies sold in just over 3 months, with the developer saying, you can't engineer virality, but you can put heart into the game. Heart. That's what we're talking about. Baldur's Gate 3 has sold over 15 million copies. You can feel how much Larian loves this game.
I haven't actually seen anything that much about Baldur's Gate 3. Is that good? Is that game good?
along with its audience. Hogwarts Legacy sold over 30 million copies because someone finally tried to give us the Harry Potter experience we've always wanted. When
Yeah.
you
I don't know why people hate on Hogwarts Legacy so much. No, seriously, why do people hate on that? It seemed like a genuinely good game, and people hated on like the creators and stuff of those games too. It was genuinely weird.
look at these games, you can clearly see a difference versus all the Western flops, right? The
Hmm.
AAA disasters with their massive budgets will continue to be completely outperformed by developers who show genuine love, care, and appreciation. The pattern is crystal clear. When developers make games for us, we respond, even when the games aren't perfect. That response sends a clear message that developers who try will be rewarded over developers who couldn't care less. And that message is creating a beautiful renaissance. You know that moment when you start a game and within minutes you're like, oh,
This
this is
game's
going to be good.
beautiful.
That
Yeah,
feeling is coming back to gaming. Because when developers prove that actually caring about players works,
that's how I felt when playing Blade's demo. That's exactly how I felt. Yeah. Also, Wuthering Waves when that first came out. I mean, now it's less so much, but when that first came out, oh my gosh, I played that for like 2 weeks, 12 hours a day. It was beautiful.
it gives everyone else permission to care again too. When studios see Black Myth Wukong making $1 billion or Stellar Blade having immediate success on Steam, suddenly the whole industry has to choose. Start actually thinking about your players,
Hmm.
or watch the developers who do care about us leave you behind. This
Exactly. And the thing is, it's funny because like they see like these developers probably see like a lot of people hating on gotcha games, calling them gooner games like ZZZ, Wuthering Waves, Genshin. Yet those games make so much money. Like, come on now, they're good games, bro. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
success is spreading. More Chinese and Korean studios are feeling confident that caring about players works at a AAA scale, and they're branching out beyond Souls likes into every corner of gaming. RPGs, horror games, action titles, bringing that same respect for players wherever they go. Just look at what's coming. Tides of Annihilation, which I'm super excited for, Phantom Blade Zero, Blood Message, Crimson Desert, finally launching.
This kind of reminds me of the Liza P um, photo from before.
Hopefully,
These seem like really the art on these look really good though.
Project The Perceiver doing this philosophical storytelling thing, Showa, American Story, tackling alternate history. That feeling is coming through in every trailer, every gameplay reveal. These developers are trying to make something we'll love. And every game we buy is a vote for what kind of industry we want. When we support developers who make games for us, we're funding care over corporate nonsense. And right now, especially, our purchases matter because the developers who get it are fighting for us and fighting to keep that focus alive. Here's what I really believe. This isn't East versus West at all. It's genuine care and passion versus contempt and disrespect.
Yeah,
Developers
literally. Yeah, and I feel like it's like I guess I don't know if there's the right word, but prideful to not make your game better just because you feel like well the players should just like it anyway. No, you should need to make your game good. Like this is so stupid. It's so stupid. But no, she's completely right. Yeah. I was gonna be like, what do you mean it's not Western versus Eastern? But no, she's completely right about that. Because I guarantee there is some Western games that are good, but the AAA games, yeah, yeah, yeah.
who build with their audience in mind versus studios who've stopped thinking about us entirely. And after all of the chaos that's infected gaming development over the years, I still feel genuinely hopeful. We're proving that our voices and our wallets do make a difference and that the future of gaming will be written by the developers who value what the players want. The renaissance is real, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Are you feeling this shift too? What are some of your favorite games lately? Ones that clearly had a passion and respect for the player. I would love to hear your thoughts because honestly, my backlog is never big enough. Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.
Beautiful video by her. This is my first video from. I think this is my first video at least seeing from her. I can tell she makes really good videos. I'll leave this down in the description. Amazing. Oh, was okay? So that was Infinite Nikki that she was running around with in the pedal. Okay, with the bicycle. That's pretty cool. The background NPC though. Subscribe to her if you haven't already. I'll leave this video as always down in the description. and I will see you guys next time. Have a fantastic day and goodbye.